Okay, it looks like we're live, and let's begin the show now. Hey guys, how you doing today? Let's go ahead and get this show started. It's been a pretty crazy week. I hope you guys have been safe. Everything's going well. There's a little bit to talk about here. I'm a little bit late with this episode today. I'm just a busy guy, working man. As you can see, got the beard growing out here. So let's get going. First of all, this is the daily interest on my faucet. Doing pretty well right now. Again, I can't really say too much else on YouTube, so if you want to know about it, my Discord information is down below. But that's going very well, and we're approaching 13 to 14% of a coin per year. Hopefully that keeps going. So I just started BlockFi. I believe I mentioned that. BlockFi, this is about a week's worth of accrued interest, and as the month rolls over to the first, that'll become paid interest. So I'll probably be showing these every couple of weeks. I'm really enjoying BlockFi. BlockFi is pretty cool. That's where I store a lot of like my stable coins, and the stable coins are really good for just dollar income, which is really nice at 8.6% for the dollar. It's really nice. As well as they're the best places, I believe, for Ethereum as well as Bitcoin. So if you're interested in earning interest at all, as opposed to trading or things like that, I recommend BlockFi. So, and you know, all the places that I'm talking about have a link in the description below, my Discord as well. I'm just really excited about BlockFi. And Celsius Network. These are my savings on the Celsius Network. This is the interest I've accrued. Now, the only thing I don't like about Celsius, this is the interest over the year that it's showing right now, so it's total interest, basically. I started saving last July with it, but, I mean, it's slowly accruing. I believe they're the best for other altcoins, so I tend to put my altcoins on Celsius Network. So we're talking like EOS, XRP, and a few others. You know, if you happen to have some BCH, go for it. But yeah, no, they offer a decent amount of interest as well. You can also get paid off in their token, and they have a rewards program for that, but I'm not really here for that. I'd rather just buy it separately if I was going to invest in that, but, you know, tossing money to the wind. Woohoo! Steemit is still alive and kicking because of the surge in Bitcoin price has been going up. So, you know, this has been really good for, you know, the accounts. And, you know, obviously I'm a dolphin. I was a dolphin before the split between Hive. I've been very, very lucky with Steemit lately. As you all know, Hive got listed on an exchange the other day. And because of that, the price went up a lot. I think it went up, some people say, what, six times what its price was. I'm currently seeing about 2.5 times, which is still really good. So Hive is awesome. I just woke up one morning, it was like, oh, Hive is up a lot. Okay, cool, great. You know, again, the way I tend to make money on Steemit and Hive is to use a program called Back Scratcher, which you just write an article or post a video or something about your life or something you're interested in every day, and then the entire system will upvote that, and then you get like however many resources you've put in, you'll get an equivalent upvote to that. So I'm making about a couple dollars a day based on that. So let's keep that going. So again, my purpose on this channel is to show normal people how to make money in this space, how to use it as a side, how to generate, how to put it all to work, basically, all of your crypto. And so that's why I'm here, to show that there are ways that you can kind of wean yourself off the daily grind that are a lot of jobs right now, especially as different forces go into the market like automation and inflation and all that sort of thing. So, you know, for example, you know, BlockFi with their 8.6%, that's easily over the normal 2%. It's probably even over this massive money printing, over $7.5 trillion. You know, it's just a good hedge using the actual dollar, which is great. You know, I love that. It also is a great place for Bitcoin. This faucet I support this faucet because you can start it from $0. If you don't have any Bitcoin at all, you can start from zero, and over the course of a few weeks, have enough to earn interest with them. That's amazing. It's just really cool, really cool. As far as the Bitcoin price, let's go back to the main overview here. So we're down a little bit today. I suspected as much just because we rocketed up the other day. We went from what 7,800 to over 9,000 in like day and a half, 2 days. That's nuts. Ethereum's up there. XRP went up quite a bit as well. Even Litecoin's making a move. BCH is Bitcoin Cash is down. I'm actually happy to see that. And SV for whatever reason is cockroaching its way back in. But who knows? Just looking a little bit closer. Again, my TA is terrible, so I'm just giving lots of generalities. So please don't. This is not investment advice. It's just not verbatim. So looking at yesterday's peak at 9,500 or so, 9,400. So all of this action is not retail. I don't believe. I believe these are whales, which is good. Like if they want to get back into the space, awesome. The thing I worry about are things like this. Oh no, I changed my mind. So we go back down, right? Volatility is great for them, not the best for retail or people like you and me. So we'll see what they do. The thing I worry about also is that sometimes I think that whales try to take control of the momentum. So like, oh, I have like enough to push the market up another 500 to 1,000. So I do that, and then over the next month, I'm gonna slowly bleed that away. Slowly bleed that away. Slowly bleed that away. In other words, I'm going to make it seem like the market is doing something for a little bit. Now, that's the nice thing about manipulation. It can't last forever because it takes a lot of money to be able to do that. But that's one thing I worry about. The other thing is that they can create patterns. Like, so you can create... A lot of traders hate what's called a head and shoulders pattern. So, like, for example, this is a shoulder, a head, and possibly a shoulder. And then sometimes they'll sell, boom, like that. And then you have all these TA experts going like, oh, it was a head and shoulders pattern. Really, it was just like they're trying to make it seem that way so that there's fear and the sentiment changes and all that kind of stuff. It's just manipulation. Again, if we zoom out, if it'll let me, there we go. See, I don't always like the charts on Coin360. I wish I could kind of squish it in a little bit. Maybe it'll let me. Oh, will it? I learned something today. Hello. Yeah, I mean, in general, the price of Bitcoin is if you zoom out, it just kind of goes up slowly. Like all the bottoms, they all kind of align. Even like this low here is still kind of in the realm. So it's really nice. But anyway, again, I'm terrible at TA, so don't. This is not verbatim. If you don't like it, whatever. But yeah, Ethereum's excitement, the reason why they've been pumping along with Bitcoin, aside from just Bitcoin doing its thing, has been they're still really excited about the possible release of Ethereum 2.0. So we'll see what happens there. And XRP seems to be doing pretty well as well. Anyway, that's basically just what I think in general about stuff like that. I'm trying to get more Binance coin. I'm trying to get more Cardano and Tezos and some of the cheaper coins. Just the, $5 here, $10 here, $20 there. See what happens. As far as prizes for the channel, again, I did buy the lottery software, but I don't know when that's going to be ready at all, especially right now during this, this fun Mexican beer crisis. I think that once that gets going, that'll be a project all into itself, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if, the budget gets into that. I may start doing weekly prizes again, but give me a week or two to get ready for that. Other than that, everything's going pretty well. I'm really excited. This has been a crazy week and a half or so. I'm pumped. We have less than 2 weeks to the halving or so, and it's going to be a wild ride, both a little bit before and after. Well, what people are thinking right now, excuse me, about the halving is that as we reach the halving, it's my computer's like, oh, stop accessing so many pages. Why are you doing this? But essentially, I guess I'll just use my hands. So here's the halving, and what a lot of people think is going to happen is we're going to have a slight jump up to the halving, and then it will either, once we hit the halving, go down, or it will stay flat, and it'll stay flat for a while, possibly up to a year, or mostly to, well, I should say some people are going to double between a year and about 500 days. But but we may start going up in just a couple months. So we'll see what happens. In the first halving, it immediately started going up the price. The second halving, and I was there for that one. It took about 2 or 3 months for the halving to really start showing up. But again, I don't have a crystal ball, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to be here every week.